Ever find yourself wondering how uh the the super rich make those huge decisions, especially something like buying a home, which is so, well, personal.
Oh, absolutely. It's fascinating.
Today we're diving into that world, specifically ultra luxury real estate in Marbella. And it's not just about looking at amazing photos, though there's plenty of that.
Right.
We want to understand the strategy, the thinking behind these huge purchases. Our guide here is based on some really interesting insights from Elite Villas Marbella.
Oh, okay. They're quite prominent there, aren't they?
They are, and they shed light on how billionaires actually approach buying property in places like Marbella. So forget the usual glossy brochures.
Yeah, this goes deeper.
We're aiming to uncover the key strategies, the real considerations that go into these, massive investments.
And it starts with why Marbella, doesn't it?
Yeah,
What makes it such a magnet for this particular group?
exactly. What is it?
Well, it's more than just a pretty spot on the Costa del Sol, although it certainly is that. It's this unique mix, I think. Glamour, stunning natural beauty, but also a real global vibe.
Mm-hmm.
Think about it, over 300 days of sun every year. That's, well, that's pretty hard to beat for a lifestyle.
You can basically guarantee good weather.
Pretty much. And
Yeah.
then you layer on, Michelin-starred restaurants, amazing world-class golf courses.
Right, the Gulf is huge there.
Huge. And a really vibrant social scene, drawing in people from all over. Plus, obviously, Puerto Banús, the shopping, the yachts.
Yeah.
It's iconic.
It really paints a picture of this whole luxury ecosystem, self-contained almost. And Elite Villas Marbella, their insights point to specific areas, right? Like the Golden Mile.
Oh, definitely. The Golden Mile is like legendary. Those absolutely prime, opulent places. And Sierra Blanca, too, tucked up in the hills with those incredible views.
So it's not just buying a house, it's buying into something bigger, a lifestyle.
Precisely. And that brings us to the investment angle, which the insights from Elite Villas Marbella really highlight. For these buyers, it's often not just about finding a beautiful holiday home.
It's strategic.
Yeah, it's seen as a smart way to place capital. Marbella's market is known for being pretty resilient, holding its value, potential for good returns. It often acts as a bit of a buffer, against wider economic ups and downs.
Okay, so if the why is clear, how does the how work? How do they actually find these places? It's not like scrolling through Zillow, I imagine.
No, not quite.
Yeah.
The insights from Elite Villas Marbella suggest it's moved way beyond just a standard property viewing. They talk about creating an experience.
An experience? How so?
Well, things like using drone footage, for example, I found that interesting. It's about giving this immediate full picture, not just the house, but how it sits in the landscape, the views, the context,
Yeah.
right from the start.
That makes sense, giving the bigger picture. So what are these buyers actually looking for in a property? What ticks the boxes?
The insights point strongly towards modern designs, cutting-edge stuff. Those amazing sea views are almost non-negotiable, it seems.
Can't blame them for that.
Right. And proximity, easy access to all those high-end amenities we talked about, the restaurants, the clubs, the marina.
And location-wise, any specifics?
Yeah, places like La Zagaleta come up, those huge private estates, very exclusive. And then the sleek, modern villas you find in Nueva Andalucia, that area is also super popular. Different styles, but both very much in demand.
And Elite Villas Marbella, they seem to really get this. I saw something about them offering free Tesla Starlink internet.
Yeah, that caught my eye too. It sounds like a small detail,
Hmm.
but it's actually quite telling, isn't it?
How so?
It shows they're thinking about the user.
Mm.
These are tech-savvy global people. They need seamless high-speed connectivity. So offering Starlink,
Mm-hmm.
it's blending that cutting-edge tech need right into the luxury package. Very smart.
It connects to that bigger idea of strategy, doesn't it? Which brings us back to the investment side. Diversification.
Exactly. That's a huge piece of the puzzle for managing serious wealth. Prime real estate, like in Marbella, is a tangible asset. It holds value, can hedge against inflation.
And that's where firms like Elite Villas Marbella come in, I suppose, matching clients with the right properties.
Precisely. Their expertise is crucial. I mean, the source mentioned they have over, what, €1 billion worth of villas listed? That's serious inventory.
1.02 billion, yeah. That suggests they have a deep understanding of what properties are likely to be good investments.
Right. And the insights mention different styles that hold value, those striking modern glass places, but also the classic elegant Andalusian mansions. So it's not just one look.
It's about knowing the market, the enduring appeal.
And it's not only about capital appreciation, waiting for the value to go up. There's also the rental income potential.
Ah, good point. Especially in a place like Marbella.
Yeah, during peak season, these properties can generate significant rental income. So they're not just beautiful homes. They can work as assets, too.
Okay, now this next bit really got my attention. Off-market deals. The source called it the magic of finding hidden gems. What's that about?
It's fascinating, isn't it? It really speaks to the need for privacy and exclusivity at this level. Many ultra-high net worth individuals just, they don't want their purchases publicized.
So these houses aren't even advertised.
Exactly. Never listed publicly. They trade hands through very discreet networks, personal connections.
Wow.
And Elite Villas Marbella, according to the source, positions themselves as specialists in this hidden market, using their multilingual team, their contacts, basically finding opportunities others wouldn't even know exist.
Like what kind of property?
Could be anything really exclusive.
Yeah.
A totally private beachfront villa, maybe a secluded estate up in Sierra Blanca that nobody knows is for sale. It's
Yeah.
all about that exclusivity.
The source also gave a kind of mini tour of the top spots, didn't it? Breaking down the different areas.
Yeah, that was useful, and it highlighted the nuances, like
Yeah.
the Golden Mile, that's the absolute pinnacle of glamour, iconic properties.
Right.
Nueva Andalusia, the golfer's dream, basically. Stunning villas, but also super close to Portabanas.
Convenience and lifestyle.
Mm-hmm. Then La Zagaleta. That's like fortress-level exclusivity. Gated estates, total privacy,
The ultimate retreat.
pretty much.
Yeah.
And Sierra Blanca, up in the hills, those amazing panoramic views and lots of very modern, impressive mansions. Each area has its own distinct flavor, its own appeal.
It's like choosing your specific brand of luxury.
Exactly. And apparently there are more detailed area guides available for those who want to dig deeper.
That makes sense. It's also interesting how tech is playing a bigger role, even in this very high-touch, personal market.
Yeah, the insights from Elite Villas Marbella really emphasize that. They're using things like AI for sales processes.
AI.
Yeah, AI sales agents, apparently.
Yeah.
And facilitating Bitcoin transactions, too. It shows they're adapting, moving with the times, even in luxury real estate.
So embracing technology to make things smoother, faster.
Seems like it. Using data to target the right buyers. Offering virtual tours, which must be huge for international clients.
Oh,
And
definitely.
that high-quality drone footage and professional photos we mentioned. Making sure everything looks incredible online. Instagram-worthy, as the source put it.
It all comes back to selling the dream, the lifestyle, doesn't it? Not just the bricks and mortar.
Absolutely. The source stressed that point.
Yeah.
It's about the life you live there. Features like a private cinema or an amazing wine cellar.
Ooh, nice.
They're not just features. They're part of the story, the experience of living in that home.
And Elite Villas Marbella seems focused on telling that story, crafting narratives, not just listing specs.
Right. Connecting emotionally.
Yeah.
Because ultimately, buying a home is emotional even at this level.
And it's not something you do alone, usually. The source mentioned partnerships.
Yes, that was another key takeaway. The importance of having the right experts involved. Elite Villas Marbella collaborates with partners for various things.
Like the Tesla Starlink we discussed.
Exactly. But also companies like Solvilla for interior design help or setting up electricity supply, and handles banking for things like home insurance and maybe financing.
So it's about offering a complete service package.
Yeah, seamless experience. They handle the complexities. And importantly, it includes after-sale services too, helping buyers settle in, making the transition smooth. That's crucial.
It sounds like a very comprehensive approach covering all the bases.
Definitely aims to be.
So pulling it all together, the source makes a case for investing now.
Yeah, it suggests the conditions in Marbella's luxury market are pretty favorable right now, combined with its long-term appeal.
And Elite Villas Marbella, with their data and market knowledge, they position themselves as the ones to help investors navigate this, to make smart choices.
Exactly. Not just selling houses, but providing that strategic guidance, acting as expert advisors in a very specialized market.
Okay, so we've journeyed through this deep dive, really looking at how billionaires approach luxury real estate in Marbella, using those insights from Elite Villas Marbella. Hopefully you listening have a much clearer picture now.
It's definitely a fascinating intersection of high finance and, well, high living.
It is. Its strategic thinking meets the sheer allure of the Mediterranean lifestyle. And it seems Elite Villas Marbella is really leaning into that combination, the tech, the innovation, but also that timeless appeal.
Catering to a very specific, very discerning type of investor, offering that blend of luxury and, cutting-edge convenience.
They really are offering a gateway, aren't they? Not just to amazing properties, but to a whole way of life.
That seems to be the message.
So if any of this has sparked your interest, if that Marbella allure is calling to you, Elite Villas Marbella suggests scheduling a meeting, taking that first step to explore what's possible.
A direct invitation to explore further.
Yeah. And they also mentioned joining the Elite Villas Marbella experience or becoming part of Marbella's elite circle, ways to get exclusive news and updates on, well, Marbella's finest homes.
Keeping you in the loop on those exclusive opportunities.
So as we wrap up, maybe reflect on this. What part of this billionaire approach to Marbella real estate surprised you the most? And perhaps more intriguingly, how might you picture yourself fitting into that captivating Marbella lifestyle? Something to think about.